Morning, everyone. Welcome to the February 19th, 2026 Subdivision Utility Advisory Committee. Let's start the meeting by having opening announcements, please.
Before we begin the agenda, the Wichita-Sedgwick County Metropolitan Area Planning Commission would like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to this public hearing. Copies of the agenda for today's meeting, the public hearing procedure, and Planning Department staff reports on all agenda items are available on the counter in the lobby. The Planning Commission's bylaws limit the applicant of a subdivision application and his or her representatives to a total of 10 minutes of speaking time at the start of the hearing on that item, plus up to 2 minutes at the conclusion of that hearing. All other persons wishing to speak on agenda items are limited to 3 minutes per person. However, if they feel that it is needed and justified, the Commission may extend these times by a majority vote. All speakers are requested to state his or her name and address for the record when beginning to speak. When you are finished speaking, please share your name, address, and the case number on the sheet provided in the room. This will enable staff to notify you if there are any additional proceedings concerning that item. All speakers at the podium, please remove your face mask before speaking into the microphone.
Okay, can we have the roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Bill Johnson.
Here, present.
Tony Zimbelman.
Here.
Bob Duell.
Here.
Jocelyn Klontz. Here. Doug High. Here. Leon Mader is absent. John Williams Bay. Here. Sir, I show 6 members are present, 1 is absent, and neither of the 2 alternates are here.
Okay, thank you. Before we start, I'd like to make one request. The microphones we're using are getting pretty worn out. I know we have new ones ordered, but if you're going to speak, could you get as close as you can to the microphone, just to make sure that everyone can hear? I'm sure Commissioner Williams Bay would appreciate it. So would I, those of us with hearing aids. So one small request, if you could do that, please. We'll start today with a subdivision case 2026-1. This was deferred from February 5th of this year. It's a one-step final plat called the Flatlands 2 Estates Edition. It's located along West 21st Street North and west of North 263rd Street West, which is in the county. Can we have the staff report, please?
Good morning, Samuel Dietz, presenting planner. The Flatlands 2 Estates is a one-step final plat for a 12-lot residential subdivision on unplatted property in unincorporated Sedgwick County. The area is designated as a rural growth area by the Community Investments Plan. Complete access controls are indicated along West 21st Street North with 1 70-foot opening. This plat is associated with zoning case ZON 2025-00057 to go from rural residential to SF20. That request went to the Board of County Commissioners on February 4th and was sent back to the MAPC for further discussion. There are no waivers requested for this plat. Staff comments, MABCD, there is neither sanitary sewer nor municipal water available. The applicant will need to obtain a memo specifying approval. B, county stormwater management, a drainage plan has been submitted and that drainage plan has now been approved. Sedgwick County Fire, the plat will need to comply with Service Drive Code as well as the 2024 IFC. County Public Works, as access controls are approved along 21st Street. 75-foot complete access control needs to be added to the road servicing the subdivision, and the road right-of-way needs to be extended to the south property line for a future connection. Planning comments, if the proposed cul-de-sac is a public street, a bold line needs to be removed at the opening, and shall instead outline the proposed right-of-way. If it is a private street, the street will need to be platted as a reserve. The proposed street needs a street name. Language needs to be added to the platter's text regarding easements being vacated, and a county signature needs to be revised. The plat has been updated to show the owner's dedication that the maximum number of lots will be 12 and that no lot splits will be allowed. County surveying, Evergy and Butler County Electric do not have any additional comments. With that, I'll stand for any questions.
Okay. Questions from the commissioners for staff? Questions or comments from the advisory board? Yeah, County Public Works?
This is Daniel with Sedgwick County Public Works, and I think if when the agent comes up, if we could talk about the connection to the south. I thought I remember seeing a draft plat that came through with the street extending to the south. So when he comes up, if he could address that.
Any other comments? Okay, thank you. Is the applicant or agent here? Please state your name, address. You'll have 10 minutes.
Good morning, Dan Garber with Garber Surveying, 2908 North Plum Street in Hutchinson and 544 West Douglas in Wichita. We're agent for the applicant. Yes, the plat that we've updated, I don't know if you have that, it does show the road, the public street extended to the south property line. And you approved the zoning on this a few weeks back, and then it went to the county commission. And I think the concern there was, is there enough water for these lots if they should someday be split? And the developer has no desire to split the lots. 12 is the maximum. So we came back, Board of County Commissioners referred it back to the Planning Commission because of the concern of water. And so in that interest, we added a restrictive covenant to state this plat hereby restricted to a maximum number of 12 residential structures, and no lots will be allowed to be split to achieve additional structures. So I think we've handled that concern, and we're in agreement with all the other staff comments. Let's stand for any questions.
Do you know the status of the drainage?
The drainage plan has been approved.
Has it? Okay, thank you. Any other questions for the applicant or agent? Okay, seeing none, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone from the public that would like to speak on this? Okay, I'll bring it back to the commission members.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve for staff comments. Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Johnson, second by Commissioner Williams-Bay. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 6-0. Second case today will be Subdivision 2026-2. This is also deferred from the February 5th subdivision meeting. It's a one-step final plat called the Cottonwood Estates Edition, located northwest corner of West 87th Street South and South 130th Street West. It's in the county. Can we have the staff report, please?
Morning, Samuel Dietz, presenting planner. If we could go to the plat, please. This is a one-step final plat for a 13-lot residential subdivision. The current plat shows 14, however, the 3 lots at the top of the screen here have been combined into 2. This is in unincorporated Sedgwick County in a rural growth area. Complete access controls are indicated along West 87th Street with 2 openings and South 103rd Street West with 4 openings. There are no waivers requested by the applicant. Staff comments, MABCD, this site is currently located within the Sedgwick County Rural Water District number 4. No sanitary sewer services available. Memo will be needed specifying approval. County stormwater management, a drainage plan has been submitted. However, minor revisions are required and county stormwater management has not received a revised drainage plan. Sedgwick County fire comments, standard comments, and Public Works. They noted agreement with Public Works that there are 2 main dwellings served by the north access. This should be addressed by the new plat, which reduced the number of lots. County Public Works comments, access controls are approved along 87th, but not 103rd. Again, this should be addressed in the new plat. Approves of right-of-way dedications, planning comments. Pliers text will need to be amended as well as signatures. Comments from utilities. There are no additional easements needed. With that, I will stand for any questions.
All right. Any questions from staff or from the commission for staff members? Okay. Questions or comments from the advisory board members? Okay, thanks.
Daniel Strand with Sedgwick County Public Works. On this one, we have received a drainage plan, but we still have pretty significant issues to work through. And so it is of the opinion of the stormwater engineer that he recommends that this be deferred until those be worked out.
Okay, thank you for that. Other questions? Okay, thank you, Sam. Can we have the applicant or agent come forward? Name and address, 10 minutes.
Dan Garber, Garber Surveying, 2908 North Plum in Hutchinson, 544 West Douglas in Wichita. This plat has evolved a little bit. On the drawing that you see, there's 3 lots at the north end, lots 1, 2, and 3. And it was brought to our attention that the railroad right-of-way and 103rd Street North intersecting create this little 2-acre tract to the north. And if we put an access in at the half-mile line, that 2-acre tract would not be able to have a legal access. So we combined those 3 lots into 2, and our access easement along the north line there will be a 40-foot joint access easement to serve lots 1 and 2. I'm sorry. Make sure that they kept the same numbers. Yes, lots 1, 2, and the adjacent tract to the north. And then down at the south end, there was a comment about those not being approved. It's off the map there, but there are driveways on the other side of the road there that we are aligning with. And so we've worked that out with Public Works that those are accepted. So I think the only thing is the drainage plan, and I was hoping that was going to be approved by today. So we'll have to go with deferral or whatever you want to do.
Okay, so you're okay with the deferral on this?
Yes,
Is 2 weeks enough to get this straightened out?
I believe so.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone from Public Works would like to, the public would like to speak to this? Seeing none, I'll make a motion that we defer this until the next subdivision meeting, which I'm not sure what date that is.
Calendar shows that would be March 5th.
Okay. We defer this till March 5th.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Zimbelman, a second by Commissioner Dool. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? So that passes 6-0. Third item on the list is Subdivision 2026-4. This is a preliminary plat or replat of Pawnee South Edition, located at the northeast corner of South 119th Street and West 31st Street South. It's in the city. Can we have the staff report, please?
Good morning, Samuel Dietz, presenting planner. This is a preliminary plat for a 211 lot residential subdivision within the city. If we could go to the plat, please. The applicant has platted 20-foot setbacks for residential lots, which would be an adjustment from the zoning code standard of 25 feet in the TF3 districts. Complete access controls are provided along West 31st Street and South 119th Street with one opening each, and a sub-street is provided for future development to the east. There are 2 waivers for this plat. One to waive the required turnaround at the east end of West 30th Street. Subdivision regulations require a temporary turnaround for street stubs greater than 150 feet. A waiver from this can only be granted with approval from the fire department. Second waiver would be to allow block length in excess of 1,300 feet for proposed blocks A and D. Moving on to staff comments, Public Works and Utilities, comments regarding sanitary sewer and water, and as well as needing additional easements. Stormwater management, drainage concept plan was submitted, and discharge across the North Platte boundary will need to be addressed in the final drainage plan. City fire, standard comment, as well as developments where the number of dwelling units exceeds 60 need to provide 2 separate and approved fire apparatus access roads. Temporary modification will be required for waiver number 1, the temporary turnaround. Traffic engineering comments, right-of-way access controls and openings are approved. Standard comment from City Environmental Health that water and sanitary sewer are present in the area. Planning comment, the name of the adjacent property owner will need to be added. Evergy will not need to request any additional easements. With that, I'll stand for any questions.
Okay. Any questions from commission members for staff? Any questions or comments from the advisory board members? Okay, thank you, Sam. We have the applicant or agent come forward, please. State your name and address, and you'll have 10 minutes.
Good morning, Rebecca Melius, PEC. Excuse me, 303 South Topeka, here in Wichita, agent for the applicant. In general, in agreement with staff comment, I'll add a couple of clarifications. We will work with stormwater management. The drainage to the north was accounted for in the we developed the property to the north, and it is accounted for in that one. So we'll make sure that those are clarified in that final drainage report. Through conversations with city traffic, there's a desire to flip-flop the stub street. So to make 30th a cul-de-sac and Fisher Court the continuation. So we are working through that with the owner. In general, they're in agreement with that. The way that I read the fire department note is they will not be granting our waiver. So we are working with the property owner to the east to acquire an easement for that temporary turnaround so that there are no lots lost during that phase of development. So we will have that resolved prior to the final plat submission. And I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Anyone
This is
have
Wichita Fire.
questions
We
for the
did
applicant or agent?
approve your,
Oh,
Did I read that right? So
yeah.
the way that I read it is that the temporary turnaround would be required until it's developed, not that it's waived. Did I misunderstand that?
Well, we approved the temporary modification.
Okay, then I was confused by it. So we don't have to worry about a temporary. We'll work with fire department and get that addressed before final. We'll either get an easement or we won't. No, I apologize. I read that and misunderstood. If that is approved, then we'll leave our layout the way that it is.
I have a question for Scott. The 20-foot setbacks in lieu of the 25-foot setbacks, I mean, we have the power to grant that, I'm sure, but what's your thought about that on this plat?
All right. it looks like we don't have any heartburn over that. That's something that could be done administratively, so we're comfortable with that. The other nice thing about doing it through the plating process is that we have all of the other organizations here who have an opportunity to comment on it, so that gives me even more sense of assurance that it will be okay.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Yes, to you again.
Yeah, just a quick comment. I just wanted to commend the applicant for putting in the connections, through connections to the other properties to the east and to the south. It's nice to see that. And then in terms of the one to the north, I assume that there was no connection, stub connection that was required connection to the north.
At the time of the platting of the property to the north, this property was zoned industrial and not intended for residential development, so there was not a stub addressed at that time. If I had a crystal ball, we'd have put one in and we'd be connecting, but as the tables turn.
Well, thank you.
Other questions? Okay,
Thank you.
Does anyone from the public like to speak on this? Okay. Seeing none, bring it back to commission members.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve for staff comments with the 2 waivers.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion by Commissioner Johnson, second by Commissioner Klontz. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 6-0. Moving on. Our final plat case this morning will be Subdivision 2026-3. It's a one-step final plat for the Pegasus 3rd Edition. It's located south of East Crosswind Court and east of South Webb Road. It's in the city. Could we have the staff report, please?
Good morning, Samuel Dietz, presenting planner. If we could go to the plat, please. This is a one-step final plat for a one-lot residential subdivision on property located in the city. There are no waivers requested by the applicant. Going through staff comments, Public Works and Utilities, water and sewer are available. And the update to the staff report, the applicant will submit new petitions. Comments 3, 4, and 5 have been addressed. Stormwater management comments, master drainage plan covers this partial replat and is approved. City fire, standard city fire comment, no comments from traffic engineering. Environmental health, standard comment. Planning, directional prefixes and suffixes shall be included on street labels. Comments 2 and 3 from planning have been addressed. Evergy comments. Evergy will not need to request any additional easements at this time. With that, I'll stand for any questions.
Okay. Questions from the commission members for staff? Questions or comments from the advisory board at this point? Okay, thank you, Sam. Can we have the applicant or agent come forward, please? Please state your name and address, and you'll have 10 minutes.
Good morning. My name is Will Clevenger with Garver, here today on behalf of the applicant. Address is 1995 Midfield Road, Wichita, Kansas, 67209. We're in agreement with staff comments, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Okay. Any questions from the commission members? See none. Questions or comments from staff? Go ahead.
I have a question. Sorry. J.R. Cox, Metropolitan Planning for the record, by the way. It appears that we're establishing a front setback of 20 feet, but it's not drawn on the face of the plat. Is that correct?
Yes.
That was the question. I would defer to subdivision staff. Is that normally not a requirement that if the setback is a lesser setback or greater setback, it's drawn on the face of the plat?
Yeah, if a setback requested that's other than what the zoning code for that district allows, they would need to plat it if they want to request a larger or smaller setback.
So it would need to be drawn on
Yeah,
face
it
of
will
the
need to be shown on the face of the plat if you want a setback other than the zoning code.
We have no objections. We can show that on the plat.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Other questions? Comments? Okay, thank you. Is anyone from the public would like to speak on this? See none, I'll bring it back to the commission members. What's your pleasure?
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion that we approve per staff comment.
Second. We have a motion by Commissioner Klontz. I don't think I got a second by Commissioner High. Any other discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 6-0. Our final case today will be a vacation item, 2026-1. Request in the city, a vacation request in the city of an access control. Generally located on the northwest corner of South Water Street and West Pawnee Street, 2301 South Water Street. Commissioner Johnson called timeout. We have one more plat to look at.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So it is subdivision 2026-5. It's one-step final plat called the Elm Street Edition, located on West Elm Street and 1,500 feet west of North McLean Boulevard. It's in the city. Can we have the staff report, please?
Morning, Samuel Dietz, presenting planner. The Elm Street Edition is a one-step final plat for a one-lot residential subdivision within the city. There are no waivers requested by the applicants. Going through staff comments, Public Works and Utilities, public water must be extended, petitions would be required. A utility easement, drainage and utility easement is requested along the south and east sides of the plat, as well as a 20-foot drainage and utility easement. Public sanitary sewer is available. Stormwater management, the 2021 drainage plan is approved. Standard comments from city fire. The right-of-way is approved by traffic engineering. City environmental health, standard comment. Planning, directional prefixes and suffixes need to be included, and the plat needs to be identified as a one-step final plat. Evergy has reviewed the plat and will not need to request any additional easements. And with that, I'll stand for any questions.
Okay. Questions from the commission members for staff? Any comments from the advisory board members? All right, thank you. Applicant or agent, please name and address, and you'll have 10 minutes.
Good morning, Thomas Joyce with Bachman Company, 315 South Ellis here in Wichita, 67211, agent for the applicant, and we are in agreement with staff comments. Be happy to answer any questions.
All right. Any questions from the commission members? Advisory board members, staff comments? Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anyone from the public wish to speak on this? Doesn't look like it. Since I'm the one that missed it, I'll make a motion that we accept this per staff comments.
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Zimbelman, a second by Mr. Williams, Commissioner Williams-Bay. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? 6-0. Now can I go on? Okay, we'll start over on the vacation request. It's vacation 2026-1. It's a request in the city to vacate an access control located on the northwest corner of South Water Street and West Pawnee Street, 2301 South Water Street.
Morning, Greg.
We have the staff report, please.
Morning, Greg Sharon, planning staff. If you go through to the site plan exhibit, this is a vacation request for a 40-foot access control. If you go to the site plan, There are currently two accesses to this site, one up the north and one on the south. They are proposing a third one in the center of the property for a new driveway, turnaround, access, and parking. All city departments have approved and have no objection, and franchise utilities have no objection. So with that, I will stand for questions.
Okay. Questions from commission members? Advisory board members? Okay. Name and address, and y'all have 10 minutes.
Do I have to take all 10? Rebecca Melius, PEC 303 South Topeka, Wichita, Kansas 67202. Agent for the applicant. We're in agreement with all of the requirements and would be happy to answer any questions.
Okay, well, I have underlined that this is contingent on approval by the traffic engineer and the fire department. I don't think we have the fire department here, do we? Oh, we
He's
do?
here.
He's hiding back there. And traffic engineer. What's your thought on this?
I'm good with this, as I stated in the comments. So.
Okay.
Wichita Fire is also good with, as it stated in the comments.
I didn't hear that, but I think he said it's okay.
Wichita Fire Department, we do approve the vacation.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions from anybody? Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone from the public like to speak on this? Seeing none, we'll bring it back to the commission.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve for staff comments. I'm very familiar with this project. We built it back in the day, and it was in a residential area when Marvin Kraut was ahead of the planning staff. And he wanted us to make it look like the residence. So I took 26 pictures of all the different residents. Some boarded up, some not too bad. Said, which one do you want me to match?
Do we have a second to that? Okay, I'm not going to ask you to repeat it either. Okay, it's been moved by Commissioner Johnson and seconded by Commissioner High. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes 6-0. I think we do have one more item on here, but I don't, is this something you want to talk about, Scott?
Yes, sir. So I've not gotten the checklist employed yet. I apologize, it's been a busy last couple of weeks, so I still need to review the language so we can send out an email to let all the usual folks know, applicants and agents, that we'll be employing that. The second thing then is the consent agenda and using consent agenda for this. And so the question is, what we would do is we would just insert an item on the agenda very similar to what's at the beginning of the MAPC meetings so that you can go through the list of items and see if anyone wants to hear any of the items. If you're comfortable with that approach, we can insert that in the next agenda and you can give it a try. But there's no pressure. We can always hold off. It's up to you all about how you'd like to proceed forward.
Okay, is there any comments on that? I have a question. When do we normally change positions here in March?
Yes, sir. That's my recollection, is that there will be an election at the MAPC in March, and then as a result of that, then the chair of this committee would likely change. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Adjourn. I didn't hear the whole thing, but I think that's right.
Recording stopped.